everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. It's Brittany with BeezysThings. So myself and my little assistant, I'm sure you're gonna hear her at some point because she is home with me. A long time no talk, I'd say a long time no see, but you can't really see me. So sorry that I've been gone the last couple weeks. It has been crazy, so I will definitely let you know what's going on. But today we are actually going to be cash stuffing 2 weeks worth of Etsy paychecks. So we will be cash stuffing a total of $1,566, which is insane. My little assistant, she is like counting. She's doing pretty good, but like the numbers are all, jumbled up. But anyway, without further ado, we will go ahead and get started. So first off, as you can tell, not all of my binders are here, but there is one new binder and I can't wait to tell you about that one. But yeah, so the first thing that we will be cash stuffing is the dreaded taxes envelope, which will be getting a total of $469. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So yeah, how are you guys doing? Hopefully you are doing well. So this is 460, 65, 66, 67, 68, and 69. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, first off, like, what are you doing? You should definitely be following me on there. No, I'm just kidding. I am a lot more active there than on YouTube. It's just so much easier to kind of do like real life timing things. But anyway, a couple weeks ago, I was actually admitted to the ER. They thought I was having a stroke, for lack of better words. It was actually super crazy. I, thank goodness, did not have a stroke, but definitely, like, please, please, please take care of yourself. Supplies will be getting a total of $500. So what happened was I was driving to pick my daughter up from preschool one day, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I was driving to pick her up from school, and the car in front of me, the way that the light was hitting, it like hit the car. So there was like a glare on the car. Inventory will be getting a total of $75. So 50, 70, 75. So the way that it was like hitting, it caused a glare. You know when you like look into the sun for a while, which you really should not be doing. Give me 1 second. So sorry for the cut. So yeah, like, you're not supposed to be looking at the sun, but when you're driving, it's kind of hard. I do wear sunglasses. Oh, she's telling them, like, no more monkeys chunking on the bed. Anyway, then all of a sudden, like, I kept kind of looking at my, like, the screen on my car and, like, looking at the music and whatnot, trying not to focus on the glare. Well, all of a sudden, my eyes started, like, I started seeing like black spots. I couldn't read. I couldn't focus. It was almost like there was like a mirage on my, like in my eyesight, and I could not see. Then I like pull up to my, like daughter's preschool, and I start getting like really lightheaded, feeling like I'm going to pass out. And I'm just like, oh my God, what's going on? So luckily, I don't even know how this got in my car, and it was like a total like God thing. I look on the floor and there's an unopened like package of goldfish, and I was like, okay, maybe I just haven't eaten. I don't really feel good. Let me eat. And I'm like, okay. So I kind of sit there a couple minutes. I always get to the preschool like sooner than what I need to, just to kind of relax and just be there. So anyway, sitting in my car, ate that. Within like 5 minutes, I started feeling a lot better. Then I went and got my daughter, and I was kind of feeling kind of shaky. So I sat in my car for like another 15 minutes, like with her, because I didn't want to drive. That was the biggest thing. Like, I'm not gonna like put myself or my daughter like in danger. So I'm like calling my mom and I'm calling my husband, and neither one of them are answering. And I'm just like, okay, I'm okay. So I sit there, and then we finally head home. It's only like a 10-minute drive, so it wasn't anything super crazy. And I knew that like if I didn't feel good, I would pull off. So I ended up making it home, and my mom calls me and she's like, hey, what's going on? I tell her, And she's like, do you need me to come? And meanwhile, like, I'm talking to her. My husband's texting me. He's like, hey, I'm on my way home. So, of course, I told my mom, like, no, you don't need to come. You know, my husband's on his way home. Well, then she tells me you should call the nurse advice line. So before the girly savings challenge, we'll be getting $15. So I like call the nurse advice line, and she's just like, oh, you know, go to the ER, but don't have any, like, don't drive yourself type of thing. So then I have to call my mom, and I'm like, hey, can you know, come over and watch Carter, or can you take me to the ER? So of course she's like, yeah. So literally within a couple, like 5 minutes, both, 5 minutes like of each other, my mom gets here, and so does my husband. So I decided to just ask my mom to take me to the ER. So anyway, so we get there. Literally, I'm not even joking. This was the most wild thing ever. If you don't know this, I am like accident prone. So like when I was a child, so sorry about that. So Roll and Save got a total of $12. I still need to put another challenge in there. But anyway, I was accident prone as a child, and I have been to the ER like a lot. Like I've broken many, many bones. Jolene's challenge, sorry, will be getting $15. So literally my mom and I both like brought waters and, you know, stuff to read, because we're like, we're going to be in here for a while. Not even joking. I told the check-in lady my symptoms, and within like, not even joking, 20 seconds of telling her, she's like, okay, step to the side over here. We're going to come get you. We're going to do your weight and whatnot. And I'm like, oh, okay. Thinking that all they're going to do is literally like my weight and then send me back, you know, out in the waiting room. No. So they do my weight, and I'm holding like my water bottle, and the guy that does it is like, okay, you can't drink any more water after this. And I'm like, all right, whatever. So they take my like weight and whatnot. They like literally rush me over to a gurney on, that's like in the hallway type of thing, and 10 people swarm me, and they're just like, okay, asking me all these questions. They took my they literally pricked my finger, took my sugar. Then they start telling me they're checking me for stroke, like if I'm having a stroke. My mom's in the waiting room, and all she can hear is like, possible stroke, possible stroke, possible stroke. My mom's like in the waiting room and is like, oh my God, somebody's having a stroke. Like not even thinking anything, you know, of it. Like it's me. Surgery Tracker is getting $150. So then they're like checking me. They're doing all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm not having a stroke. Am I having a stroke? They literally scared the crap out of me. Luckily, I'm not, you know, I wasn't having a stroke. So we were in and out within like 2.5 hours, which for an ER, especially like in California, is like wild. So come to find out, I was actually having an ocular, an ocular migraine. So apparently that's like the same, like they have the same symptoms as strokes. I didn't even know like ocular migraines were a thing. Giveaway will be getting $50. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't have a headache. I didn't have anything really. I was just having like the eyes issue, and it can happen because of like stress, light, not eating, like low blood sugar, like all of these things. So now that I know what like I'm looking for, I have to be, you know, more conscientious of things. So yeah, that was super, super, super scary. I'm very thankful, and I'm like so thankful to God, and just praying that everything is good and everything continues to go good. So yeah, that was super, super crazy. Retirement will be getting $9. At this point, my like retirement is kind of like my catch-all envelope. So yeah, that was insane. Hopefully you guys didn't have anything, you know, crazy like that going on, which is wild. So the next envelope that I'm going to be stuffing, and if you aren't following me on Instagram, again, I will like do the little plug. Please do that. So I have this miscellaneous envelope in here. This has been kind of really something that I kind of just throw things into, or if I'm saving for something that's kind of short term. But anyway, what this I will be saving for now is I am actually going to be donating all of this week's Etsy funds that I make to purchasing and like being able to donate for angel trees. I'm sure you guys have seen it all over TikTok and like Instagram and everything. So right now I'm putting $70 in here. This will be going for the angel tree. If you want to purchase anything from my shop this week, that would be great. Like I said, all the money will be going directly to like angel trees, and I will, you know, provide like receipts and whatever you guys want to see, if, you know, because I know that there's also like a lot of crazy people that are like, oh, I'm doing this, but they're really not. Or I can take you along with like my shopping for angel trees and all of that. If you do want to just donate, send me over a message and I can give you like Venmo or PayPal or whatever. But that is it for this binder. I do typically do donations to like charities and all of that, but this year I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different. So this next binder is new. So ding ding, oh well, whatever. It is my Christmas binder. So this is in the color Santa Red, which you guys have absolutely loved. So what these are some of my Christmas challenges. So we are going to go ahead and start stuffing this one. So this one will be getting a total of $6. So 5, 6. So that was what happened to me about 2 weeks ago. And then last week, oh my goodness, it was so sad. My daughter was running after our dog. This one will be getting $18. And downstairs we have, you know, like the vinyl hardwood flooring, and we have, you know, a rug, and, you know, in the living room. Well, they were like running after each other. Somehow my daughter like tripped on the rug, and she completely like fell, tripped, hit her face. It was so loud. It was so scary. I like, oh my God, just like I can literally hear it in my head, like her falling so hard. It was so scary. But anyway, her poor face and nose, like she went face first, like in her nose. I thought she broke her nose. I was freaking out, of course. You know, who wouldn't? So I called the doctor. We did one of those like doctor visits. Luckily, I am so lucky and thankful that she is like still so little that she hasn't like grown all of like her nose bones and whatnot. And so they don't think she broke it. There was no blood or anything, which is another like great thing. So we kind of just were watching it. And they were like, okay, just don't freak out, because her face and like her nose is going to turn like black, blue, yellow, all the colors of the rainbow. Thank goodness, like it didn't get too crazy, but she is okay. And that is all that, you know, I am so incredibly thankful for. So that happened on, I think on a Tuesday. It was Veterans Day. Because she didn't have school. And I'm like, oh my God, what would have happened like if she was at school, or this happened because she was at school? Like I was all types of crazy. Well, then my husband ended up having to go to the ER. Oh my God. Luckily he's okay too. He's having some issues with his ears. So that was a whole thing. I'm like, okay, no more things. Our family has gone through so much crazy stuff. So, like what a way to start this like kind of holiday season. But that is it. That is all the money. So sorry I didn't kind of like tell you guys everything, like what I was doing when I was doing it. I was really just trying to focus on like cash stuffing. Or telling you the stories of what's going on. So thank you so much for being here. I am also going to be posting a video of like my Temu favorites of things that I did purchase. So definitely keep an eye out on that. But thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you so much for your support. Have a great day. Bye.